Hello students, so this class is based on factorization of quadratic polynomial using a specific method. In the previous class we have also discussed about factorization of quadratic polynomial using a method that is known as factor theorem. Okay, where we have to factorize a quadratic polynomial into the product of two linear polynomial. Okay, and in this class also we will factorize that same quadratic polynomial but using a different method, and that method is known as middle term splitting method. Okay, so this class we will study about what is middle term splitting method and how can we factorize a quadratic polynomial using this method. Okay, so before starting this method we have to get some idea about middle term splitting, okay, and quadratic polynomial. Keep in mind, any quadratic polynomial means its degree is 2. Okay, so any quadratic polynomial can be written in the form ax square bx plus c. This is a quadratic polynomial. As you can see, the highest power is 2. So it is a quadratic polynomial. This is the general equation or general equation of quadratic polynomial. Clear? So a quadratic polynomial can be written in this form. Okay, you can compare this quadratic polynomial with a quadratic polynomial as I am writing here, 2x square, okay, plus 5x plus 3. It is also a quadratic polynomial and it is also a quadratic polynomial. In this case, the coefficient of x square is a, and here the coefficient of x square is 2. So both are comparatively same because both are quadratic polynomial. So we have to compare the coefficient of x square with this polynomial. Okay, so here the coefficient of x square is a, but here the coefficient of x square is 2. So you can write a is equal to 2. Okay, similarly here the coefficient of x is b, and here the coefficient of x is 5. Here the constant term is c, and here the constant term is 3. So you have to only remind that any quadratic polynomial can be written in the general equation form ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now you can see this quadratic polynomial has 3 terms. Okay, these are the two terminal terms. Terminal terms means they lie at the two terminal. Two terminal means two ends. These two terms lie at two ends. So that is why they are known as terminal terms. Besides these two terms, there is another term, and this term is known as middle term because it lies at the middle. So this is known as middle term. Clear? So in the middle term splitting method, we have to split the middle term. Here the middle term is bx. Okay, basically we will split the middle term here. The meaning of splitting is to break. Okay, the meaning of split means to break. So here we will do what? Here we will break this middle term into two parts. Clear? Here you can see the middle term is 5x, or you can say only the coefficient, that is 5. So we have to split this middle term into how many parts? Into two parts. Okay, it is divided into two parts. So that the two parts form, suppose this is a part and this is a part. Okay, so that the two parts formed, after adding they will give 5. After adding these two parts will give 5. Okay, this is the first thing that you have to remind. And the second thing is, whenever these two parts will be multiplied, suppose this is the first part and this is the second part. Whenever these two parts will be multiplied, then what will they give? they will give the multiplication of a coefficient of x square and coefficient of the constant. Again I am saying, whenever these two parts will be multiplied, okay, they will give the multiplication of the coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of x square is 2, multiplication and the coefficient of constant, that is 3. That means they will give 6. Clear? Here you can see, here suppose b is the middle term. So b must be divided into how many parts? It must be divided into 2 parts. Okay, so that whenever this 2 part will be added, this part plus this part, it will give what? It will give b. Here this 2 part will have to give 5. Clear? And when this 2 part will be multiplied, they will give what? They will give the multiplication of coefficient of x square and coefficient of constant AC. Okay, so this has to be keep in mind. Here takes 2 points, assume 2 points such that whenever they will be added, they give 5. Take any 2 points. Whenever they will add, they give 5. Suppose we can take at this point, we can take 1. Okay, 5 can be divided as 1 and 4. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because if I will put 1 here and 4 here, it will be 5. So it is satisfied. So I can say yes, 5 can be divided into 2 parts. First part is 1 and second part is 4. But if I put 1 here and 4 here, and after multiplication, did they give 6? No, 1 into 4 is 4. So finally we conclude that no, 5 cannot be divided into 1 and 4. Here, so we cannot write the first part as 1 and the second part as 4. Let us assume another 2 pairs. Suppose I am writing here 2 and another part is 5 is divided into 2 and 3. Now if we add them, what they give? 2 plus 3 is 5. Yes, it is satisfied. Now coming to the second condition, here 2 is placed, here 3 is placed. Now you see 2 into 3 is 6, hence it is right. That means yes, 5 can be divided into 2 parts, that is 2 and 3, such that whenever 2 and 3 are added, they will give 5. Whenever 2 and 3 are multiplied, they will give 3 into 2 is 6. Okay. Suppose we can take another example. If there is a question x square, okay, plus 7x plus 12. Okay, so it is a type of quadratic polynomial. And here you can see, here a is how much? Coefficient of x square is 1, because it should be compared with x square plus bx plus c. So here coefficient of x square is 1 and here coefficient of x square is a. So a is 1. This is clear. And b is 7. Clear. And c is 12. Now here the middle term is 7. So I am writing here, this is the middle term. That means, it means we have to split or break, okay, this 7 into 2 parts. So that what will happen? So that, see, first I am writing the coefficient of x square is a here and the coefficient of constant term is c. So I am now multiplying the coefficient of x square with the constant term. Here a is 1 into c is 12. So it will be 12. So now we have to divide or break this 7 into 2 parts, so that whenever they will be added, okay, suppose I am writing this is a part and this is a part. Whenever they will be added, this plus this, it will give what? It will give 7 here. And whenever these two will be multiplied, then they will give what? Then they will give AC, multiplication of coefficient of x square and coefficient of constant. Clear? 1, this is 1 coefficient of x square, this is 12, so 1 into 12 is 12. So whenever these two parts or two numbers will be multiplied, they should give 12. So assume, think a pair, so that they will give 7 as addition and 12 as multiplication. Suppose I can take 1, 6. So if I will write 1 and 6 here, then 1 plus 6 is 7, it is correct. But if I will multiply them, does it give 12? No, 1 to 6 is 6. So it is impossible. Okay. Now we can take 2 here, 5 here, because 2 plus 5 is 7. And 2 into 5 is it 12? No, it is 10. So it is also impossible. Then I can take it 3, then it must be 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and 3 into 4 is how much? 12. So this is the correct assumption. So we can divide or break the middle term 7 into two parts. First part is 3 and second part is 4, so that they will give 7 as addition and 12 as multiplication. So basically we have to break this middle term into two parts. Clear? So basically there are 4 types of question must be asked in your examination regarding the splitting of middle term. Okay? So let us discuss what are that 4 types of question. In the type 1, the question may be like this: x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay? Here you can see there are two positive signs. Positive. This is a type 1 question. May be asked. And in the second type question, it is like this: minus 5x plus 6. That means first sign is negative and the second sign is positive. And in the type 3, it may be the question like this: the first one is positive, okay, and the second one is negative. So plus, minus. Now coming to the type 4, you can assume what must be the type 4. In the type 4, we have two negative signs. Okay, so these are the most important types of quadratic polynomial whose factorization must be calculated through splitting of middle term. So in this session we will basically study about or discuss about these two types of splitting of middle term method. Okay, so let's start with the type 1. So let us discuss how the splitting of middle term is operated by taking an example. This is an example of type 1 type. Okay, so here we have to factorize the quadratic polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6 by middle term splitting method. Okay, so here the middle term is 5x. So first we have to compare this, okay, with the general equation of quadratic polynomial. This is the general equation of quadratic polynomial. Okay, so from here you get what is the value of a. A is the coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square is 1. Now it is clear. Again, the value of b is, you can see here, 5, and the value of c is 6. Out of these 3, this is the middle term. Ultimately we will split or break this middle term into two numbers or two parts. Okay, and here the multiplication of the coefficient of x square, that is a, and constant, that is c, is how much? You can see here a is 1, c is 6, that is 6. So it means what? It means we have to divide this 5, or we have to break this 5 into two parts. Okay, so that their addition will give how much? 5. Okay, and their multiplication will give how much? See, this is 6. Now we will break this middle term 5. Okay, we can assume any number. Suppose I can assume 1 or 4, or I can assume 2 or 3. Okay, but it will be very easy if you will calculate the factorization of 6, or if we will factorize 6, then it is very easy to break this 5 into 2 number. So let us factorize this 6. So the factorization of 6 is 2, 3, 3, 1, and so we can get 6 is equal to, look at carefully, 6 is equal to 2 into 3 into 1. So these 3 number will be multiplied to give 6. Now we have to break 5 into 2 parts or 2 numbers. So we have to choose 2 number, okay, or a pair. Suppose I am taking 1 as a number. Now the remaining part is 2 into 3. So that is 6. Again I am saying, if I am taking 1 as the first number, then the remaining part 2 into 3 will be the second number. And if we will add them, then it will give 7, and multiply them, it will give 6. But we need 5, but it gives 7, so it is impossible. So we cannot take 1 as a number. Now it is clear. Suppose I am taking this as a pair. This 3 into 1 is 3, and the remaining part is 2. Okay, so among all these 3 numbers, you have to choose any 2 number or a pair. So 3 into 1 is 3, we can take, and 2 is another number. So we have 2 numbers, 3 and 2. Let us add them. It will give 5. Let us multiply them. It will give 6. So it is clear now. So the 2 number will be 3 and 2. Okay, so we can write 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are the 2 numbers, so that when they are added, they give how much? They give 2 plus 3 are 5. And when they multiplied, they give, let us multiply them, they give 6. So the 2 numbers are 2 and other is 3. Hence 5 can be splitted into 2 parts. First part is 2 and second part is 3. Now write this. Hence x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to. So which part is being splitted? This part, this 5 is being splitted. So I am writing 5x edge. See, we have 2 number here. Yes or no? So I can write 5 edge or 5x edge 3x plus 2x. Okay. Then for 5x I have written 3x plus 2x because 3x plus 2x is equal to 5x. Now the remaining part is 6. I can write 2x plus 3x, but always keep in mind you have to write the bigger number at first, then the smaller number. Okay. Now 5 is divided into 2 parts, that is 3x and 2x. So put the bracket over the first 2 number and last 2 number. From the first 2 number, take some variable or some constant as common if possible. So here you can see, here x contains, here also x contains. So x can be taken as common from the last two terms. Now what will be remaining? If one x is being taken as common, then the remaining part is x, because x into x is x square, plus when x is taken as common, the remaining part is 3. Now this is clear. Plus again from this two part, which number or which variable may be taken as common? We can take or we can write 6 as 2 into 3. We can write it. Yes or no? Yes. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Now tell me, among these two or between these two terms, which constant may be taken as common? You can say 2 can be taken as common. So the remaining part is x plus, here 2 is taken as common, so 3. Again, this is the first term, this is the second term. Now we convert this into this. Now can you say from the first term and from the second term which term may be taken as common, or which term is common both in first term and both in second term? As we know, x plus 3 is present in the first term. Here also x plus 3 is present in the second term. So x plus 3 is the common term. So we can take x plus 3 as common from this two term. If x plus 3 is taken out as common from the first term, then the remaining part is x only. Okay, then plus sign. When x plus 3 is taken as common, then the remaining part is 2. Finished. This is our answer, because you can see if this is the quadratic polynomial, it is expressed as the multiplication of two linear polynomials. These two are linear polynomial. Okay, so we can write, finally we can write that x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to product of x plus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, hence a quadratic polynomial can be factorized into two linear polynomials. Okay, so this is the procedure. You can follow this procedure in order to factorize a quadratic polynomial. Okay, now coming to the second question. In the second question we have to factorize this quadratic polynomial. Okay, so the quadratic polynomial is 2x square plus 7x plus 5 by middle term splitting method. So first we have to compare it with the general quadratic polynomial. Okay, so here I am writing here a is how much? You can see a is 2 and b is 7, c is 5. So out of these three terms, this is the middle term. Yes, so I am writing this is the middle term. And a into c is how much? A means the coefficient of x square multiplied with the coefficient of the constant. A into c is a is 2 and c is 5. 2 into 5 is 10. So it means we have to 7 or x, or you can take 7. We have to divide or break or split this 7 into two parts, such that if they will add, then it gives, see, it gives 7, and if they will multiply, then it gives 10. Okay, I have to break it into two parts or two numbers. So the best method to get these two numbers is to factorize this 10. Okay, if we will factorize this 10, then we can easily find out the two numbers. So let us factorize. 10 is factorized here, 2, 5, 5, 1. So we get 10 is equal to 2 into 5 into 1. So among these three numbers or among this multiplication, we can choose any two number. Suppose I am choosing 1 as a number, then the remaining part is 2 into 5, 2 into 5 is 10. If we add them, then it will give 11, and if we multiply them, it will give 10. So multiplication we need 10, it is true, but in addition we need 7, but it gives 11, so it is impossible. So it shouldn't be the number. Okay, suppose I am taking 2 as a number and the remaining part is 5 into 1 is how much? 5. Now let us add them. It is 7. Let us multiply them and they will be 10. And we need this because the addition must be 7 and here also 7 and their multiplication must be 10. Here we get 7. Hence 7 is divided into 2 parts. What are they? One is 2, another is 5. So that 2 and 5 will add to give 7 and 2 and 5 will multiply to give 10. So we can write 2 and 5 are two numbers such that 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2 into 5 is 10. Now it is clear. So 7 is divided into 2 parts. So now I am writing 2x square plus 7x plus 5 is equal to 2x square. Now as we know, this 7x is divided into 2 parts. First part is 2x and 5x. So I am going to write it as 2x plus 5x for 7x. But as we know, we have to write the bigger number first. So I am writing first 5x and then 2x, then plus 5. Okay. Now put bracket over the first two term and last two term. Now from this first two term you can see we can take x as common. Okay, we can take x as common. So if x is taken as common, then the remaining part is 2. 1x is taken as common, so we have another x plus. Here x is taken as common, so the remaining part is 5. Okay, now from these two parts, which should be taken as common? Now you can see there is nothing common in these two parts. There is nothing common in these two terms. So what can we take as common? Since there is nothing common, then we can take 1 as a common part. Okay. So it will be same 2x plus 5, because if 1 is taken as common, then it will be the same number, that is 2x. And if 1 is taken as common from 5, it will be 5 also. Now this is the first part, this is the second part. Or the first term is this and this is the second term. From these two terms, you can look, there are two similar terms. What are they? One is 2x plus 5, here also 2x plus 5 present. So we can take 2x plus 5 as common. So 2x plus 5 is taken as common from this two term. Then the remaining part will be, here 2x plus 5 is taken as common, so the remaining part is x. Now plus, here 2x plus 5 is taken as common, so the remaining part is 1. Okay, hence we get that 2x square plus 7x plus 5 is equal to the product of two linear polynomials, 2x plus 5 and x plus 1, and this is that we need. We have to factorize this quadratic polynomial into the product of two linear polynomials. So now let us discuss about the second type of quadratic polynomial. Okay, so in the type 2 quadratic polynomial, we have to factorize this quadratic polynomial, okay, by middle term splitting method. Look at this quadratic polynomial. This quadratic polynomial consists of a negative sign first, then a positive sign. Okay, so it is not similar as the type 1 examples. So first we have to compare this with the general quadratic polynomial. Okay, so let us compare. So here you can see, here a is equal to coefficient of x square is 1 and b is equal to, here you can see this is b and here in the place of b it is written minus 23. So B is equal to minus 23. Now it is clear, and C is equal to 132. Again we have to find the multiplication of coefficient of x square and constant. A into C. Here A is 1, C is 132. So answer is 132. Okay. Here B is the middle term. This one is the middle term, minus 23. Minus 23, not only 23. It is minus 23. Okay, this is the middle term. So it means what? It means we have to break this minus 23, or we have to split this minus 23 into two parts, such that their addition will give how much? Will give minus 23, and their multiplication will give, see, this is 132. Now it is clear, conceptually it is clear. So we have to break this minus 23 into two numbers. Okay, you see here the addition of these two numbers is negative, but their multiplication is positive. So when it is possible that the multiplication of two number is positive, again I am saying, whether it is possible or when it is possible that the multiplication of two number is positive. It may be if the two number will be positive, then the answer is positive. Yes or no? If the two number is negative, then the answer is positive. It is also true. But if one number is positive and other number is negative, then plus minus minus. But we need plus in the multiplication. So minus plus also minus. So these two will be cancelled out, because whenever two positive number will be multiplied, then it gives positive. When two negative numbers will be multiplied, it gives positive. Since we only need positive, that is why these two will be cancelled out. Now we have to choose out of these two which one is perfect. Okay. Now since both will give positive sign after multiplication, so this is true for all of two. Now see, after adding these two, we should get negative. Okay, we should get negative. Think, if two number is positive, suppose 5 and 7, these two number will be positive. And if we add them, does the answer is negative? No, it is always positive. Any positive two number you can take. 2 plus 13. These are two positive number. So then the result is also positive. Okay, you can take 15 and 20. These two numbers are positive. So answer is also positive after adding them. But after addition, we need negative sign. Okay. So this one cancelled out, because whenever two positive will be added, they will give same positive sign. So this is also cancelled out. The remaining one is this one. Whenever two negative sign will be added, then they will give negative sign. Why? See how it is. Suppose minus 5 is a negative number. Minus 3 is also a negative number. When they are multiplied, then they will give plus 15, and we need plus in the multiplication side. It is true. When minus 5 is added with minus 3, then the answer is minus 5 plus minus 3 minus 8. You can see this is negative. Okay, so this is the best possible result that we need. So here you see, whenever we will break this minus 23 into two parts, then the two parts must be negative numbers. Okay, it must be negative number, it must be negative number. Why? Whenever two negative number will be added, then they will give negative number. It is true. And whenever they will be multiplied, then they will give a positive number. Okay. Now the next term is, we have to break this minus 23 or 23 into two parts, and that two parts must be negative. So for this reason, we have to factorize 132. Okay, let us factorize 132. 2, 6, Okay, 2 6, 2 3 3, 3 1 1, okay, and 11 1. Hence we get 132 is equal to 1 into 11 into 3 into 2 into 2. So we have to take any one pair, and find out whether they will give minus 23 after addition or give 132 after multiplication. Okay, suppose I am taking 1 into 11 as first number. So 1 into 11 is 11. Okay, then the remaining 3 into 2 into 2 is how much? 12. Okay, it is 12. Now it is clear. You can take any two numbers. Suppose it is 1 into 11 into 3 into 2 into 2. I also can take 1 with 3. So 1 3 is 3. And the remaining part is 11. 2 is 22. 2 is 44. Now it is clear. Since I have already told you that whenever minus 23 is split into two halves, then two number will be negative. So put negative sign here. Now add them. Minus 44. It will be minus 47. But we need only minus 23. So is it right? No, it is not right. So it is cancelled. Now you can take 1 into 11 as one number, 3 into 2 into 2 as a second number. Since we need negative sign, so here negative, here negative. Now add these two numbers. Minus 11 plus minus 12. It will minus 11 minus 12 minus 23, and we need also minus 23. Clear? Now multiply these two numbers. Minus 11 into minus 12. Minus minus plus 11 12 is 132. And we also need 132 after multiplication. Hence, our assumptions will be correct. Clear? So that the two number will be, one is minus 11 and other is minus 12. Okay? Because whenever we add them, then they will give minus 23, and whenever we multiply them, they will give plus 132. Okay? Hence, we can write minus 11 and minus 12 are the two numbers. Okay? Such that minus 11 plus minus 12 is equal to minus 23, and minus 11 into minus 12 is equal to plus 132. Okay, so the two numbers are verified. Now as we have x square minus 23x plus 132 can be written as x square. Since this is the middle term and it is divided into two parts, minus 11 and minus 12. Which one is the greater out of minus 11 and minus 12? Minus 11 is the greater or bigger than minus 12. So I am writing minus 11x. Okay, then plus, because minus 11 and minus 12 will be added, plus. And the second one is minus 12x. Okay, plus 132. Now it is clear. This one must be careful when you are calculating or when you are splitting the middle term. So x square minus 11x plus minus is minus 12x plus 132. Now x square minus 11x will be bracketed over. Now you have to bracket the last two terms, but there is one thing that you must remind. Whenever there is a negative sign before any number, any first number, then you can take negative sign as common. We can take negative sign as common. And whenever you are taking a negative sign as common, then inside the bracket the sign will be changed. Why? Because suppose whenever you are opening this bracket, okay, forget about this. Whenever you are opening this bracket, it will be minus 12x minus minus plus 132. Now you can see this one is equal to this one. That is why whenever you are taking minus sign as common, then inside the bracket the sign will be changed. So from this two term you will take x as common, it will be x minus 11. One x is taken as common, so another x is present. X is taken as common, so 11 is present. This is the first term. Minus. In this two term, you can take 12 as common. How? See how. Since 132 can be written as 11 into 12. Yes or no? Yes. So I can write in the place of 132 11 into 12. So I can take 12 as common. So the remaining part will be x minus 11. Hence, this is the first term, this is the second term. From this two term, what should be taken as common? We can take x minus 11 as common, because x minus 11 is present in the first term, it is also present in the second term. Then, what will be remaining? X is remaining, minus is remaining, 12 is remaining. Hence, this is the answer that we need. Hence, we can say this quadratic polynomial x square minus 23x plus 132 can be written as x minus 11 whole into x minus 12. Okay. So, whenever there is a type 2 question, we should remind that this middle term should be divided into two parts, and the two parts must be negative. Okay. So, you can follow this process. So let us do the question number 2 of type 2 question. Okay. So here we have to factorize this quadratic polynomial 2x square minus 17x plus 15 by middle term splitting method. So for this we have to first compare this quadratic polynomial with the general quadratic polynomial, that is x square plus bx plus c. And here we have, as you can see, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to minus 17. Not only 17, minus 17. You have to write the sign of the coefficient also. And c is the 15. And rather than we have the multiplication of the coefficient of x square and the constant is a into c, that is a is 2 and c is 15, that is 30. Okay, and here minus 17 is the middle term. This is the middle term. So we have to divide or break this minus 17 into two parts. Okay, so that their addition will give how much? Minus 17, and their multiplication of these two parts will give 30. Okay, so it will need, so we have to first divide minus 17 into two parts. Now as you can see, whenever the two parts are multiplied, they will give positive sign, and whenever they are added, they will give negative sign. So as we know, whenever positive is multiplied with positive, it is positive. When negative is multiplied with negative, it is positive. When positive multiplied with negative, it is negative. And negative multiplied with positive, it is negative. Because minus plus minus. Since we need plus for multiplication, so these two equation will be cancelled. So we have remaining this two. Now we have to choose out of this which one is the perfect. Again, whenever two positive number are added, then it will give another a positive number. But here what we need, whenever the two numbers are added, then it will give negative number. But here we get positive number. Hence, the first one is also cancelled. Now the remaining one is minus and minus. That means the two number must be minus. How? Minus 6 plus minus 7. That means whenever two negative numbers are added, so it will be minus 6 plus minus minus 7 is minus 13. Now you can see, whenever two negative numbers are added, then it is negative. Then what we need here. And whenever these two negative are multiplied, then it is positive. Clear? Hence we get, whenever minus 17 is broken into two parts, then the two parts formed must be negative. Okay? So, it is clear? Now, we have to find what are the two numbers. Okay? For this, we have to factorize 30. 2, 15, 3, 5, 5, 1, 1. Sorry, this is 1. Now, you can write 30 is equal to 1 into 5 into 3 into 2. Okay? Then, you can take any two numbers as a pair. Suppose I am taking 1 into 5 ja, one number, 1 into 5 ja how much? 5. 3 2 ja how much? 6. Clear? Since we need two negative numbers, so we have to put negative and negative. Now let us add them. Minus 5 plus minus 6. Minus 5 plus minus 6, it is minus 11. But did you need minus 11 after addition? No, we need minus 17 after addition. So it is impossible, or it is incorrect. Okay, now let us multiply these two as one number. So 55 into 3, 3 ja 15, and 1 into 2 ja 2. Since we get 2, or we need two negative numbers, so put minus. Okay, now add this two number. Minus 15 plus minus 2. Minus 15 plus minus 2, it is minus 17. Okay, so here we also need minus 17 and it gives minus 17. And multiply this two number. Minus 15 into minus 2. It is minus minus plus 15 to the 30. And it is also 30. So hence our assumptions that minus 15 and minus 2 are the two parts of minus 17. So that whenever they are added, then they will give minus 17, and whenever they are multiplied, then they give plus 30. I am doing here only to check. You need not do this. Okay. Now, in the next, we get that minus 15 and minus 2 are the two numbers such that minus 15 plus minus 2, whenever these two numbers are added, it is minus 17, and minus 15 into minus 2 is plus 30. Hence the two number will be minus 15 and minus 2. That means the middle term minus 17 is divided into two parts. Okay. Now we have to factorize it. Now 2x square minus 17x plus 15 is equal to 2x square. This part must be break or split into two parts. First one is minus 15 and second one is minus 2. Since first we have to write the bigger one. Here the bigger one is minus 2 because negative sign. So minus 2x. It is added with minus 15. So added with minus 15x. So this minus 17 is divided into two parts. Okay. Then write plus 15 is equal to 2x square minus 2x plus minus 15x plus 15. Then the next target is to put bracket over the first two term and the second two term. So put bracket over the first two term. Now whenever you are taking bracket or when you are using bracket over this two term, you see there is a negative sign before my 15. So minus is taken as common from this all two term. That is why inside the bracket the sign will change. Okay. Now From these two term, 2 is taken as common, x is taken as common. So remaining part is x minus here 2x completely taken as common. So here only 1. This is the first part minus. From this two term 15 is taken as common. Hence we have 15 is taken as common x and here 15 is taken as common. So 1 remaining. This is the second part. So from the first term and from the second term you can see x minus 1 is the only common part. So we have to take x minus 1 as common. So whenever x minus 1 is taken as common, then the remaining is 2x, then minus, then x minus 1 is taken as common, so it will have 15. Hence, this quadratic polynomial is converted into the product of two linear polynomial. This is okay. So you can write 2x square minus 17x plus 15 is equal to x minus 1 into 2x minus 15. Hence, the factorization using splitting of middle term method is finished. Clear?